Man. This is way harder than I think it probably should be. I'm getting so weak in my old age. Oh, hello, hello. Ooh. The bottom. It's always the bottom. At this point, honestly, I think it'd be more shocked if we picked a different one, but let's get this. Oh my god. Pretty much everybody in the house is gonna get the winter flu. I can already, like, feel it. I mean, even the kitty cats are kind of low energy. Squirrel's just been, like, sleeping in her catnip box all day. And asking for churu, but she doesn't really like the churu necessarily today. It's more so just, like, the asking for churu that she enjoys. Okay. Your pass is shrunk. Do you guys like it? Here, let's check out real quick. Alright, I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna show you guys all of the different ones. So we have, I'm getting reliability off this one. It's got stability, loyalty, and reliability, but it's the owl with a little tree trunk, and these I can't remember what those mushrooms are called. I want to say they're turkey tails, but I could be mistaken. Your present is leaves, gorgeous monstera leaves, and I'm getting, I don't know why, but I'm getting revival off of that one. And then your future, soil. So I'm getting reliability, revival, and stability. Some sort of, I guess, like, I'm getting, like, not necessarily, like, a religious vibe off of this, but, like, more of a spiritual reading out of these three. Hey, I can see the cards even better in this one. That's crazy. It's still kind of, like, shiny. But yeah, check it out. So, this one, I have this as well, but I haven't figured out how to code those in yet, so it has, like, everybody in the little boxes. So that I'm gonna work on, but check out this transition, you guys. I think I can't remember what I need to do for the transition to get it to, like, be totally smooth, but book is good, yeah. Book is good. I mean, but we haven't even gotten to, like, the religious components of the cult yet. Tiny Glade, hold on just a minute. Tiny Glade, you're gonna need to... Oh, yeah. Chill just a teensy bit, Tiny Glade. But yeah, so here's just like... Because, like, I don't really use the starting soon screen. I mean, there's not really any point to, you know what I mean? But if I move these alert boxes here, put those here actually, and then group these into chat. Sure. Move that maybe over here, and this a little bit bigger. I mean, that's just like way too big, isn't it? Now it's a little too chaotic. Put those back, kind of. But yeah, I wanted it to be more, more authory than it was. Not nearly authory enough for me. Maybe I could even have the chat go like all the way down, maybe? Oop. There we go. Just a hair. And then reproduce. Oh, right. I would have to transform this. Yeah, something like that. Maybe have that the whole way there. And then have the chat right there. Ish. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Is there anything you want to test your dedication? Not really. I do think, though, that Max now, it gives you the option to pause advertisements. I can eat a live goat. I don't think you could, and they're quite stinky, actually. Goats themselves, I don't think make that good of consumption, actually. I think if you had to eat something raw, I think I'd probably stick to fish. I mean, me personally, I think. Because, yeah, like raw chicken, that's a no-go. Raw beef, probably also no. I think organ meats you can eat raw, but that's like immediate. You know what I mean? Like while they're still like from the body warm, probably like a Khaleesi situation. The book transition is dope. I'll do it for the good of the cult. Don't eat a live goat, please. Not for the cult. Oh, does it change all of the chats if I change the chats? Nope. 600 was perfect. I need this to be... There we go. And then I'll just put that there. And this will fit. Oh, that's crazy. All of these having to be very specific is... The teeniest, tiniest details of this is crazy. Does it switch to the kind of. Yeah, I think it kind of changed that. Ugh, lame. Well, I'm going to work on figuring out how to make the chat the correct size and shape, because this is... resetting all of this stuff up is such a nightmare, but I'll do it for you guys. I'll get it figured out. And then here's the BRB scene. One sec. I think that that's just so sick. Like, I feel like it turned out absolutely perfect. Very cool. Now, I guess if I could just... No, of course not. Okay, so chat, properties, width is going to need to be 500. And then the height for that is going to be 600, I think. No. Okay. So now at least that is all cutesy. That should be good. Lock those there. Lock that there. Should be sufficient. Excellent. Yes, you guys are all very dedicated cultists. Very appreciative of that. Because, I mean, you guys are the whole reason we got to affiliate. That's crazy, right? Like, in not that long, honestly. Did we make this? I think this is the one we made. Oh my god, is this the one we made in the demo? This is our crazy big tower. Now, what other things can we do here? We make a little moat. Nice little duck pond here. But I want the elevation of this to be, yeah. I want there to be high points and low points. And, ooh, we can put trees now. Make trees. Oh, there's a little duck family already. Look at our ducks. Little ducks. I'm gonna make... Actually, I want... Oh. I want less flowers. Less flowers. Okay. But I want just like a little bit of flowers over here for my duckies. And maybe some flowers over here too for the duckies. Maybe we make like more of a pond for the duckies. Yeah. A little bit more of a pond for these little duckies. These are all boy ducks, by the way. Those are all little Oh, shut up. We can pet the ducks. I think you can pretty much do everything in the main game that you can do in this other one. Can we expand our territory here? Or is this just the demo level? Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Daily theme. Terraced garden. Winter. Flowery. Olden. Autumn. Summer. Let's build Serena's house, actually. Okay. So Serena's little hovel is like this. Yeah, I think this is Olden. And then so you'd walk in. Where's the door? Is there no door available? And it's made of like, oh, those are, I see, these are roads. Okay. So Serena's house is, no, we'll just do. So here's the kitchen. And then there's like a little pantry. That's like kind of like not quite square. And this is like where the hearth and like the kitchen-y area would be. Okay, this is where the kitchen-y area would be. And then this is like the main room. And then it's got like this little awkward hallway. And then parents' room. And the barn is like, I guess for sake of space or whatever. The barn is a little spire. And little area like over here. Then the barn is like bigger than their house because they have to have the horse in it. And then over, I guess the coop is like relatively close to it. So, and the nasty pig pen What game is this? This is Tiny Glade. But right now we're building Serena's house from Bite. And then the terrible pigs. Once again, this is not to scale. This is the hilariously crude wattle fence. Except this is all dirt and mud and nasty. Maybe to simplify that, we will put like water in here. This is like their slop area. Yeah, her parents blow. So this is like the nasty, muddy swamp. Okay, except now it's going to serve as a duck pond. I want it to be daytime though. And then there's, okay, so this is not all barn. There's like, okay, but this, what is that? Yeah, I don't put that there. So this is like really tall. Not really sure what's going on here. Hold on. Okay. We'll try to just do that again, but better. So she walks out, and then the barn would be wooden, though. It wouldn't be made of stone, but their house is. So here's like the rough outline of the barn. It's just kind of a square building. And then that's there. And then there's like a little sort of paddock area that overlaps just slightly. And then there's like, is it? So that's like where the horse would go in and out. But we're gonna put, oh, is that how we make doors? Okay, so okay, so not that. Interesting. But yeah, there's a door. And then, is it gonna let me make another one? Is it gonna let me make another door? Like the barn door. Oh, I see. I remember what I did before. I remember. Okay. So, our archway here, but then door. I figured it out. Okay. And then, where? Door. Okay. Where is the roof? There's like a little window like right here, except that's a little bit too fancy. You don't have to do this. Draw by memory their house. Okay, so there's like a little window there. And then, oh, let's see. The coop will be represented by, yeah, the coop. Let's see, so the pigs would be right there. The barn would be right there. And then I want to say the coop is like right here-ish. Like give or take. A moat. And is there... No, I need like a way smaller little... And how do I make the height of the wall shorter? I can't remember how we did that. Ooh. So here's the hearth. Because I'm like totally at a loss how we did roofs. Where did the chimneys go? Oh, there's the chimney. So this is like where the hearth is. And then put like the birch grove. What did I do today? I did bakery things. Oh, look, there's even a mushroom log. Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny. Is there a way to make... Where are our settings? Controls? Weird. I thought there were more controls on this. Could be wrong. But yeah, today I just did bakery things. Which is crazy because these look like either foxglove or lupine. Very poisonous. And then these are where the chickens would go. If I could just make this shorter. But anyway, this is the basic kind of layout of their little squatty farm. So if you look from over top, this is like the kitchen-y area. It's like really small and squat. Mushrooms are good for you. Actually, I have mushroom soup here that I'm supposed to be eating, but I've gotten distracted, so now it's gone cold. But this is going to be so good for me feeling so crummy. But I just don't have much of an appetite today. But yeah, so this is the scene of the crime in here. Maybe we put some flowers actually just to be like, people have perished in here. Also, once again, someone tried to give me a bunch of morel mushrooms, and I was like, I don't want or need morel mushrooms. Thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. You know what I mean? Okay, so I have those. Be a window there. Not just windows specifically. Anyway, but this is kind of like the basics of their little farm. So this is where the chicken coop is, kind of, and then you'd go another length and then have to go to the full-size barn, which is what would house the horse and all of these, and drop a freestyle. I'm kind of tone deaf. I don't know how to sing. I have been having hubby make songs about the cats and stuff like that, but he refuses to release an album about it, which is ridiculous. I think that they're the cutest little songs. I love all of the songs about the kitties. What I can do is collect you a kitty cat. Oh, what a sleepy boy. Do you see how sleepy he is? Hi, sleepy boy. What is it, fatty? What is it? I have been captured. Oh, he's so warm. Hi, baby. Are you warm and snuggly? Now you're being moved. Oh. Yes, spread out to your full size. He has been getting ham. Yes. You my little ham cat? And look, guys, his tail has finally grown all the way back. His gorgeous tail is no longer bald. Such a good boy. Oh, what a good snuggly kitty. He's like, I'm tired of this. I'm leaving. Yes, eat more of your dinner. Ah, this pleases me. Yes, eat up all of your dinner before your fat brother realizes he left any. Good ham for a good boy. Indeed. So this is Serena's house. We will return to it. All right. Now pick another. Here we have summer, which is kind of like the default. We have autumn. Olden is what we just did. I can't believe we don't know how to do the roofs. Olden again. I wish it explained a little bit more of the controls. Once again, I feel like games are both too idiot-proof and not idiot-proof enough for me. A cute little castle. Can we make it cuter? Like, I thought that there was... Oh, it's the mouse button. We're gonna make a triangle castle. I'm gonna make a triangle castle. What was that? Oh, when the trees disappear, I was like, oh my gosh, cultists. There's cultists in here. There's little sheeps, though. Cute. And then... Okay. Build a cult cabin. What all do we have here? Only at the top. It's gonna be more weathered on that side, I've decided. this side is going to be more pristine. Oh, that's right. Green. Truth or dare? Yeah. Truth or dare? Probably dare, usually. I have to say, just generally. Oh, there's a little latch up here. That's cute. Green latch. Do, 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 do. Three flags. Three banners. What is that? Oh, you can move the logs. Nice. Hit the stanky leg. What is that? It immediately just went to a completely unrelated TikTok. Okay, there it goes. That's crazy. You know what? I'm putting a pin in this, though. I'm putting this in the memes. This will be a challenge. Crazy. Also, how am I going to do that when I'm in my mini office? Y'all are crazy. I cannot. This is the main crux of this is it's not conducive to emoting, unfortunately. And you said you wanted a moat, right? Probably like a deep. Well, I don't want it to be. Moat. There we go. Oh, the ducks are coming. There we go. Do, do, do. Now you gotta re-roll your dare, because now that's been upgraded to a challenge. Oh, cool. Makes like a little rock path for her to sneak in. Excellent. ICUP. Ridiculous. Though, I mean, a lot easier to do than a physical challenge, I will say that. I'm pretty stoked to watch that cult movie after this, you guys. First, we're going to start off with waiting, because everybody was asleep last night about it. So we're going to start off with waiting, and then we're going to watch Let's Start a Cult, because I've been saving that one up. You guys. Is there a way to... Did you know that one of the tenets of the Not Be from Avatar is that they're not permitted to build with stone, as per the laws of Awa? We're breaking so many Awa laws right now, you guys. They're also not permitted to mine minerals, or metals, I guess. Let's move. No. Can I change the color of this? I cannot. Could have sworn there's like a bunch of stuff you can add to this. Crazy. For the duckies to live in. Make them a little... Make them... Just a little baby duck hut. Gotta hit that Tokyo Ghoul finger pop. What are your thoughts on a barbecue bacon burger? That sounds good as fuck, actually. I feel like... Oh, look, you guys, it made a cute little holiday door. I want another holiday door. Although, I'm not really sure... There we go. That's for the duckies. And then we're going to do more human-style doors over here. Yeah, I would hypothetically, because I don't actually think I could eat right now, I would fuck up a barbecue bacon burger. What if you ate it with no honey mustard? Honey mustard? But you would put honey mustard on a barbecue bacon burger? Guys, we just figured out how to edit shit. Okay. It just took a while for it to explain that to us. Okay. Fair enough. And honey mustard, like, is like a honey mustard, like, barbecue sauce situation? Because otherwise I'd say, like, where is this honey mustard coming from? Brooms? This is a little witch hobble, I suppose. Crazy. Let's pet the ducks. Can I pick up the ducks? I cannot pick up the ducks. All the ducks are boys. Oops, all boy ducks. Ooh, can I get the fish? Adorable. Now, where have my sheep gone? I think I can collect the sheep. Chief Sosa, baby, I ballin' so hard, no discount, 3 cars, 6 houses, can't tell me shit now. What is that from? And isn't it Sammy Sosa? I feel like that's some sort of athlete, is it not? No, Ken. No. Hold on. I want to... Cute. Those are ginormous shamrocks, by the way. They're huge. Sammy Sosa isn't an athlete? Are you being for real right now? That's got to be like a baseball player or something, isn't it? Yeah, no, I was right. You guys were incorrect. He's a Dominican baseball player. Check that out. I got that immediately. Samuel. Oh, that's not the same person? I do know a little bit about baseball. Not a ton. What? You can make more wood. And a shovel? What can I make this into? Oh, this is how people were making like bookshelves and stuff. I see. I see. And then it just randomly spawns things. Trapdoor. This would be low-key kind of like a fun lookout spot. You just like hop down and do your little nook, essentially. Courtesy tall doors. It's just party flags. Okay, from the ramparts flags. There we go. This needs more windows, I think. And overlook the courtyard. And to just generally be vibing. As an Italian, what's your favorite pizza? That one's easy. I like margarita pizzas. Or like just a traditional, I like a traditional mozzarella basil red sauce pizza. Although I will say this, that like a caramelized pear and onion with like gorgonzola, pine nuts, and like a little is it prosciutto? Prosciutto. That is crazy delicious. Pulling 40 deep in a coop. A co-op, you mean? What's in here? Can we go in here? What, permit us? Permit me inside this structure. Are we in it? Oh, very briefly we're in it. Yeah. Now, I want to just put like random stuff in here. Tell you guys a joke. I could tell you guys a joke. I don't know if it'll be a good joke. There's these two goyim, and they talk. They're sitting in a cafe, and the one says to the other, "How's business?" And the other one says, "Great." Probably a bit of a niche joke. There's two goyim business owners. They're sitting in a cafe. The one says to the other, "How's business?" The other says, "Great." How can you sense it? I'm doing my best anti-racism face. Also, I noticed you guys didn't ask too many questions about why there were red dots on the map of followers. There's a shocking amount of green countries. Twitch is like meticulous about where everybody comes from, like down to the tenths of a percent. They're like, these are where people are watching from, and I was like, calm down, Twitch. That's crazy. But YouTube was like, it's basically just the United States, Germany, and Canada, and I was like, okay. I'm like, anything else? And they're like, the UK, and I'm like, that's it. They're like, what else do you want to know? I'm like, okay, YouTube, like, keep your secrets, I guess. But, like, shocking to me that there would be a more diverse viewer base in Twitch than YouTube. Can't say I'm not suspicious of that. But it did take an annoyingly long time to compile that list. And, like, what's the point of that even? Like, yes, I know there's, like, deep-seated grievances between the, would they be nation states? I don't know, I'm not a diplomat. But, you know, there's deep-seated like rivalries, I guess, between the countries of Europe. And yet there's like 10,000 little teeny tiny countries, whereas we have this giant country and states. And yet, if I wanted to break down the world map into the equivalent of how the United States is, it makes me go by like districts, which is crazy. So I'd actually be like low-key doxing the people of Europe if I was like, somebody followed me from here. Or I'd have to color in like 50 different dots in the internal like areas of Germany or something. Seemed a little sus. So I just did two maps. I did one of the US and one of the world map. Which, shocking amount of green on that map. And if you're Babylonian watching the stream, why? Why would you do that? Do you hate your parents or something? I don't understand why you would do that. You know, when I see Babylonian streams, I go somewhere else. I don't even report them. Unless they're doing something like absolutely heinous or something like that. But, you know, if I'm just seeing like a dirty fish market or something like that, I'm just like, you know what? Not my circus, not my monkeys. You know what I mean? And yet they come here. You ruined my life, Dad. How can I ruin your life? I wasn't even... Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you would have felt so healed watching that movie you fell asleep for. It was so good. It was, honestly, it was an example of Black excellence and you missed it. It really was. Gabrielle Union, now I'm not going to say that Gabrielle Union isn't one of my favorite people because I think she's pretty cool, but she's clearly had some trauma in her life. And because of that trauma, she's like a massively paranoid woman. She's like, you know, puts a lot on her incredibly wealthy children. And I get where she's coming from. She had a very traumatic early life experience that we won't get into here. But like, you know, that would suck, really. Like to have to deal with like the stress of, you know, like getting attacked or something like that at like a decently young age. But I am happy that, you know, I guess she struggled with having a large family or whatever. Tell another joke. Oh, you don't want to hear about Gabrielle Union's Black excellence? His words, not mine. But she was cool. She was really cool in that movie. I really enjoyed it. And I think that she got to live out a revenge fantasy. And if you know me and you know the streams, you know about how I love watching a good revenge fantasy. She's like, and then I'd beat the shit out of that guy. And I'd stab his accomplice. And you're just like, hell yeah, girl, get it. Tell another joke. Get to the jokes. I'm not a comedian anymore. I was bad at it. And a lot of the jokes I know are just dirty jokes. They're not appropriate jokes for someone of my newly minted status. Yeah, and I can't tell hubby's favorite joke. That one's crass. Oh, let's see. Jokes. You guys are nuts. Let me see. Do I have any jokes for you guys? Hmm. I think at one point I listed these. Most of my humor is anecdotal, really, if you really get down to it. Like at one point I worked with a lesbian who was not a lesbian. That's not the point of the story though. And she got pregnant via turkey baster, which if you understand her proclivities, that doesn't make any sense. She could have just done that the regular way. But she refers to her child as a bastard, which is, I think, more punny than a joke. Let's see. I'd like to be a feminist, but I'd also like to eat. See, again, that's more observational. That's just a horrifying anecdote. Oh man, that's nuts. Ginger. That's crazy. A lot of this is just nonsense. A lot of this is just crazy nonsense. This is just. Let him tell it. Honey, do you want to tell your favorite joke? No. They want to hear your favorite joke. I can't tell them. That would go against the terms of service. Crazy. That one violates the TOS. So does that one. And that one. This was just me thirsting after the Asian market. Not a joke. That's crazy. A lot. This is such a fever dream. I haven't opened this in like I haven't opened this in months. That's crazy. I worked with a girl that created a new form of lingerie that's just a guitar strap and a lock. Again, not a joke. That is a true fact. True fact about the strip club. Oh, this one's about runts. This is from forever ago. That I have a foster cat that's probably going to be a permanent resident because there's no way he'd be a farm cat. He's built like a pork tenderloin. And he's still built like a pork tenderloin. Is it a spider or is it my own hair? A horror novel. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Ooh, this one would be okay. I dated a contortionist. She was flexible after the breakup. It's funny because it's true. When my dog is being especially good, I feel like he's trying to save to vote one of the other pets out of our house. Ah, yeah, I told you guys I'm not a good comedian. This is why I went into adult entertainment, because it turns out it doesn't matter if you're bombing if you're in your underwear. That's the best part of it. Oh, that one's dirty too. Hmm. 911 disregards first name bases, so your move, Ryzen's. Oh, this is one my old manager used to tell, and I think here's the thing. This is not me saying this. This is a different person, so I think I could probably get away with it. I had an old boss that used to say, if a hooker dies wearing your shirt, you have to dump her at the dry cleaners. And then we had a very lengthy talk with like 8 of the hipsters that I worked with about how hookers was not the appropriate term anymore. And then he realized that he needed to retire that year because things had changed too much. Oh, maybe this one. Falconry is like gauges. If you go too big too fast, it'll fuck up your face. This one's not even a joke. It just says motorized bicycle cutting off a motorcycle in Las Vegas. As if that situation itself is the joke. Hipsters be like, I only do drugs popular during the Vietnam War. The temp bartender doesn't shave, so naturally she hit me. She hit on me after I accidentally didn't shave my armpits. Whoops. And of course she's a vegan. Of course she's a vegan, so the carnivorous snack of 18 wings I had was also offensive. Oh my gosh. Oh man, this one's from a long time ago. I'm basically my boyfriend's rescue dog. True facts. Oh, this one's crazy. Hobby Lobby's weird because you'll be like, "Hey, where's the dildo glitter?" And they'll say, "Aisle 7, fag." Crazy. Such a juxtaposition, that store being like super anti-gay, but then having like the gayest shit in it. Some of the most gayest crafts I've ever seen. I guess they don't do, I don't know. I guess I've never gone to Hobby Lobby around like Pride or whatever, which it's weird that it's weird that Pride's in the summer because that's prime barbecue weather. And I've always said that Black History Month should be in June because that incorporates Father's Day. And I feel like that is the move. You know what I mean? Whoever did that did them so dirty. Like, first of all, shortest month. Like, just give them the barbecue month. All they talk about is barbecuing. It's perfect. I'm saying, dude. And then Pride, right? It's all about free love. Put it in February. You can combine Pride and Valentine's Day. All the freakiest deals and discounts in a single month instead of spacing it out. One singular month for heart and adult toys. I'm telling you, it's the move. You could have places that were just like, dude, I'm telling you right now, and I've always said this. I've maintained this point for the last like decade that whoever picked all the holiday dates picked them wrong. And Veterans Day should be in July. You know, like we should, instead of just doing like Veterans Day, Memorial Day, blah blah blah, why don't we just do that all in July? I mean, you already have, right? You already have Patriotic 4th of July. Just make it like the whole month. Then the veterans and all the military and stuff like that get a whole month. Because like it is low-key kind of fucked that they get just like a single day. Like they should get a whole month, right? And so instead of Pride being in like, I don't know, I think it's June here or something like that. And then they tried to like sneak an extra Pride in September, which I was like, the fuck is this? That's crazy. But if you're going based off of percentage of people, we absolutely have more soldiers than like gay people. So, and again, I would prefer Pride to be in February too. I'm one of the B's in the LGB. You know what I mean? So I think February is perfect. You know what I mean? And then you address the modesty concern where they're like, oh, everybody's got like the yitties out and their whole ass waggling on the street. Now they're all bundled up, but because they're the most fashionable, you have a fashionable parade of people in winter attire. And then they have to be more creative because you couldn't just do like a pasty outfit. You know what I mean? They already get to do all of the rave shit in the summer. They don't need doubles. You know what I mean? Honestly, you're just extending what they would already be doing, but making it more focused on romance. Everybody wins. You know what I mean? And I think honestly, it would become like a winter carnival low key a little bit for the straights because all of these fashionable gays would be around the time where there's like nothing to do. Everybody's kind of bummed out from tax season and stuff like that. And then there would be these just like gorgeous fags just wandering the streets in these glamorous winter peacock outfits, basically. And you just be like, wow, how beautiful. Like, what a refined culture. Instead of letting their summertime attire just like ruin the movement for everybody. You know what I mean? And also, like, barbecue sales would go way up. And it would increase, like, the grilling to dad, like, pipeline. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, I should be in charge of all of the country's holidays. I think I would do a way better job because realistically, they should all be spaced out. The fact that Thanksgiving and Christmas are like basically 2 fucking weeks from each other is ridiculous. Why are we having a feast and then another feast? That I just saw these people. Can we like have it be like an every 60 days event or something like that so that I can be like, you know, focused on getting that paper and then see like my family and stuff. Like, can we just like make these more evenly spaced and make more sense, please? Because I mean, if you're gonna make me have like 150 holidays or something like that a year, can they at least be like separated and like make more sense? You know, that's all I'm saying. I think the whole reason that Pride is in June is because somebody wanted to like screw over their dad and be like, ha, instead of Father's Day, I'm just gonna like be an assless chaps on Main Street. And it's like, I don't know who approved that decision, but it's whack and we need to stop it. Does hubby like barbecue bacon burgers? Yes, yes he did. Um, in fact, the other day he made me from scratch some, I think it's like tomato bacon jam or something like that to put on a burger, and it was pretty good. Um, I'm a real big fan of caramelized onions. I want to make, have I told you guys that I want to make caramelized onion jam? So we had it in, I think Harry and David makes it actually. They're the same people that do like stuff that goes in like holiday gift baskets and stuff. Great business model, by the way. It's like a seasonal company that just like rakes in the cash for like festive gift giving holidays. So hold on. We just need to there we go. I can see you guys' chat's bigger. Except is it gonna does it not wild that it wouldn't refresh the chat? Properties. Maybe what I have to do is have two different ones. Maybe that's what I need to do here. remove, add. One sec, let me just recalibrate this chat here. There we go. Okay. Test. Where's my chat at? Oh, I know. That's the wrong place. Sorry, one second. I switched that to alerts. Settings. Thanks for being chill and helping me like recalibrate this, you guys. It's gonna be so sick when this is all like perfect. I was going to wait just a tick before I like essentially revealed all of this, but okay, now another test. But we hit affiliate, so I was like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Is it true that I've placed a bounty on the head of John McAfee? No, but I'm not really stoked about John McAfee. I think his antivirus stuff blows and is very invasive. I think it blue bricked at least one of my laptops, which I was not pleased about. But I mean, I hold no ill will to him specifically as a person. So, ooh, what? Select font. Cherry Sham, maybe? I'm gonna do a fight over Uno once. +2 on a +4. I mean, that tracks. Isn't Uno a Mexican game? It would stand to reason it would eventually erupt into violence. I think some of... Let's see. What games did I used to play?